Recently, former Republican Speaker of the House Paul Ryan came out in an interview on Fox News, and he said that Donald Trump was, quote, unfit for office. He also referred to him as an authoritarian and a narcissist. All claims that, even though they're coming from Paul Ryan on Fox News, I completely agree with. Probably one of the few times I'm ever going to agree with Paul Ryan. And again, those comments were, a week or so ago. Well, Donald Trump apparently a little behind on his posting on Truth Social, and he just now got around to addressing the fact that the former Republican speaker called him out and said he was unfit for office. So this week, Donald Trump let it fly on social media when he called on Fox News to remove Paul Ryan from their board of directors. Here's what Trump said. Nobody can ever trust Fox News, and I am one of them, with the weak and ineffective rhino Paul Ryan on its board of directors. He's a total lightweight, a failed and pathetic Speaker of the House, and a very disloyal person. Romney was bad, but Paul Ryan made him look worse. As a team, they never had a chance. Rupert and Lachlan, get that dog off your board. You don't need him. All you need is Trump. Make America great again. Jesus Christ, man. If you were trying to not prove Paul Ryan correct, you did a horrible job of it. Paul Ryan's like, this guy's an authoritarian and a narcissist. And he responds by saying, I demand you fire this man because I am the only thing you need. That's authoritarian and narcissism all wrapped into one statement. So you literally, while calling for Paul Ryan to be fired and saying you're all they need, you proved Paul Ryan correct. Also, your mentality being unfit for office is shown in your statement as well, because you can't even handle mild criticism, right? That sends you over the edge because you're a tiny, weak little snowflake man. And now you're demanding that a privately owned business here in the United States fire somebody because they don't like you. Now, when you add to that Donald Trump's statement from earlier this week where he said that any business leader that does not support him should be fired, we start to get a bigger puzzle being put together here, folks. Multiple times this week alone, Donald Trump has now called on private businesses, including Fox News, to fire people if they do not support Donald Trump. You'll realize how insane that is, right? I don't have to spell that out for you. You get it. You get the danger of that. Because if this man gets back into the White House, we don't just have to worry about him coming after people for prosecution. No. We have to worry about him somehow finding a way to order businesses to fire anybody that doesn't have a MAGA hat on top of their head at the moment. Because that's where this is headed. Donald Trump wants a North Korea/Russia type situation where if you criticize him, you get sent to the labor camps or perhaps you fall out of a 10th story window. He doesn't want anyone here that doesn't love and support him unconditionally. He doesn't want you to have a job if you do not love and support him unconditionally, because he is an authoritarian, he is a narcissist, and as Paul Ryan made it abundantly clear, this man is clearly unfit for office. But he still has millions of supporters. I wonder how well those millions of supporters are going to do when they suddenly have to start doing the jobs of, 20 to 30 people, because all the people who don't like Trump end up getting fired from their jobs. I'm sure they're going to get real tired of that real quick, but they won't dare criticize him because under Trump's America, that would likely mean they would then also lose their jobs. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.